Active cooldowns, another thing you might have been told to do as part of your fitness plan. These active cooldowns, unlike simply resting, aka passive cooldown, can be many different activities. It can be a simple light jog, light rowing, some lightweight resistance exercises, a light swim, or walking lightly through a shallow pool. The goal here is to continue some sort of physical movement after your training session. But what exactly is the benefit of doing so versus simply sitting down or standing still? Well, active cooldowns have been touted to improve performance in subsequent training sessions. Some believe it can also reduce injury chances, improve muscle soreness recovery, prevent you from experiencing lightheadedness, and various other benefits. However, the research overall doesn't seem to exactly support these claims. Much of this is covered in a 2018 research review by Horan and Peak, where they analyzed the current scientific literature on active cooldowns. For performance measures in studies looking at outcomes in both same day and next day settings, active cooldowns did not have any meaningful impact. When there were any performance gains over passive cooldowns, it applied to well-seasoned athletes only. We know through past research that such athletes respond very differently to recovery, so it's not clear how this would translate to the average Joe. Either way, any benefits, regardless of the subjects, was statistically insignificant. Be advised, though, as well, that the studies primarily measured high-intensity performances like vertical jumps or sprinting. Benefits for the endurance-type training remain to be seen. We see a similar outcome for muscle soreness. Active cooldowns did not show any significant advantage over passive, and again, any small benefit applied mostly to well-trained subjects. Some even found an increase in soreness, likely from the additional fatigue incurred from the active cooldown itself. Same goes for indirect muscle recovery markers like creatine kinase and muscle voluntary isometric force contraction, where active cooldowns don't seem to change much of these recovery factors. And again, much of the same is seen in terms of injury. Cooling down just doesn't seem to reduce any injury incidences in any significant capacity. There is, however, one catch here. Injury research on cooldowns were repeatedly paired with warm-ups and stretching, which might have impacted the results, for better or for worse. However, warm-ups and stretching are supposedly injury-preventing factors themselves, so it stands to reason, although not with full certainty, that cooldowns alone wouldn't fare much better. Now, with our enhanced understanding, let's pose the question: are active cooldowns at all necessary? As much as active cooldowns have been highly suggested around the fitness and sports circles, its actual benefits are much less substantial. If you're just a regular gym goer that do not have the time to dedicate an extra 15 to 30 minutes to an active cooldown, then a simple rest should be fine. Active cooldowns aren't exactly necessary. However, if active cooldown is something you find perhaps mentally beneficial, then it might be fine if you continue to do it for the sake of some sort of psychological placebo. After all, although it doesn't seem to have much clear benefits, it also doesn't seem to do any type of harm. That being said, I still would like to know what you think of active cooldowns. Is it something you do, and how much has it been helpful to you?